Hey, my name is Daniel. I'm a filmmaker, and here's some of my work. On the 13th August 2022, the Opal Student Accommodation held a property seminar for Opal students. On this day, students learned all about breaking into the real estate market and how to create wealth and financial freedom for themselves. They learned how to find real estate deals, how to calculate a real estate deal, how to get into the real estate market without any money, how to find investors and funding for your real estate deal, how to negotiate a real estate deal, how to grow your portfolio, and many more. Suffice to say, Opal students walked away equipped with tools to empower them for their future. Key among the speakers were the head of the SA Property Investors Network, Daniel Kasadi, the director of 18th Avenue Properties, Ben Malapile, the MD and co-founder of Bono Properties, Patricia Chidema, the founder of Bono Properties, Malaulo Chidema. And among the many guest attendees were Emma Mbele from Services CETA and her 3 representatives. Students were given the opportunity to learn how to create the ideal life for themselves in the future through real estate investing. And the Opal offered them a platform to connect with youth that's vibrant, that are movers and shakers in the real estate industry. This being the very motto of the Opal: live, learn, and connect.
Firstly, the speakers, they were amazing and they gave us knowledge and advice for the long term.
What I like the most about today's event is that we got to learn more about property and that you do not need to have money to be in property.
Okay, what I like the most today is meeting other young people who are owning properties in large numbers and who are also successful in the industry.
I learned about the perks of being in the industry. I learned that you could use other people in order to get your thing.
So I picked up the fact that the only limits is the limits that we set for ourselves, and the fact that we learn from people who we can relate to. They are towards our age, so it made it more fun, and we were able to get the knowledge easier.
What I liked is that we got a more full picture about what property is and the perks of being in property at a young age.
And I learned that the barrier to entry to properties is actually not that high as people think. There's more ways of financing your dream of becoming a property investor.
For myself, I've always been wondering if, actually I thought it would be difficult, but from what I've learned, it seems to not be.
Being a property investor, it doesn't require a lot as long that you know that you have to be determined, and also it doesn't have an age limit.
Because what I had in mind is that you need a lot of capital, like I need to save up like 100,000 or something like that to start off. But today I was introduced to the fact that you make the use of other people's money to work for you in order to make more money.
What I learned about today's event is that everybody can go into property. You don't necessarily need to have money to venture into property.
What I learned from today is that I don't need any cash to be a property investor, to make my own money, and to get out from the township as I'm a Soweto girl.
What I like about today's event is that
To join the property investment, you don't need to have cash and you don't have to doubt yourself.
And I learned that you're never too young to enter into this professional field.
You just need to know how to play around, how to play around with ideas, how to get investors that are going to sponsor you. And you don't necessarily have to buy your first property with your own money.
What I also learned is that you can start now. Age is nothing but a number when it comes to business. You can start as young as you can so that you can be prosperous in a few years to come.
It's one of my biggest dreams to become a property investor. And today I learned to have an open mind or a different mindset in terms of property.
There's a lot of opportunities in properties that we don't see. As young as I am, I'm willing and I'm ready to join the property, and I hope I will get a mentors and coaches that will help me to reach my goals.
I did not only gain some knowledge, I gained a lot of things today. Met new people, met young people who are business owners, driving the new whips, all because of property, you know. So I'm very grateful for this day.
Another thing that stood out for me is this Sapin Network Youth Club, right? For as little as 97 Rand, the point is that they listed in terms of what I can get out, what I can learn, acquire, the attorneys that I have access to. It's honestly something I think will definitely benefit my journey into becoming the property investor I want to become.
As youth, it gives us more opportunities. It shows us that we can have the financial backing we need for as long as we have an idea. And why not dream?
Basically, you don't need money to make money, but you can use other people like investors to give you the opportunity to make money and become successful.
I would like to thank our landlord, Mr. and Mrs. Chitema, for giving us this platform of meeting such great people who will have a great influence over our lives as youth.
So all in all, I learned that I could buy off the opal from Mr. and Mrs. Chitema without any hesitation.